Hey, glad to be back with another video, and I thought today would be a nice day to discuss a classic in the rumba world. It's called Boya by Mbilia. I'm sure most of you guys, especially millennials and old school guys, are very familiar with Boya by Mbilia. It's actually one of my favorites, and I'm so excited to have this opportunity to just speak about it a little bit. One thing for sure is that Boya by Mbilia is one of the greatest hits by a female artist. Yes, Mbilia is one of the greatest rumba female artists that ever lived. And I'm so happy she's still alive and she's still doing her rounds and always being on point, even though she is coming of age. Now, Boya as a hit was a part of a production under an album, or part of an album, an LP with the same name, Boya. This LP was actually released in 1985. Now, I don't know where you were in 1985. I know I was a child, a very young child, and this was one of my favorite, like my dad's favorite. It used to play in our house all the time, and I got to know how to hum it. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. Wow. Oh, that sound, it takes me back. Oh, just takes me back to my childhood. It was a really cool hit back in the day, and I'm sure a lot of people listening to it just go back to their childhood, and you actually do remember your parents and older people in the community. Now, Boya was a hit because it was actually written by Tabule. Remember that at that point in time, Mbilia was the wife of the late Tabule, who was one of the greatest rumba songwriters and performers. Now, Tabule is the real deal. He is a classic, and Mbilia was one of his wives, because he had several wives, as you probably all know. And I think through his music, he really was able to tell amazing stories, especially the way he would tell those stories through different personas. In Boya, Tabule actually takes the persona of a regular woman in the community, and it's so amazing the way he's able to draw real life experiences of women in the community, things that women not only went through those days but even today. Now, in Boya, which actually means leave him, it's a narrative or a story about a woman who is constantly being nagged by community members to leave her husband because he is poor. So they repeatedly, in the chorus, you can hear them repeatedly saying, Boya, leave him, leave him. People nagging her, you need to leave him, he's a poor man, leave him, he can't afford to buy you even underwear, like your underwear is torn. Like, I think that is so embarrassing, like nothing more embarrassing for a woman than having to use or put on torn underwear, and then even your neighbors know it. Oh my goodness. And this is what Boya was about, that this woman in the village, in the community, was so poor. Her husband was so poor he couldn't afford to buy her decent underwear. Now, probably this is an exaggeration just to coax somebody and ridicule, but you can imagine what that song really was speaking to: the suffering of a woman, the ridicule she underwent because she loved her husband. And the last the last verse of that song actually say, the reason why I will not leave him is because I love him. She loved her husband. That's why she chose to stay with him. Now, I know a lot of modern rhetoric mostly or probably hardly relates to this kind of story, because nowadays women are all about, which man got the money, where the money at, and, it's all about me, and, I'm not gonna have a man who is poor and can't afford my soft life and kind of things. But there was a time when love was real and women were champions of taking care of husbands and just being very real in love. And this is one of those women, like Mbilia really brought that on when she sang this song, Boya, a woman who truly loved her husband and wanted people to know it. And she stood her ground and said, I will not leave him because I love him. Even though everybody around was saying, Boya, leave him. What a great song by Mbilia, written by her husband, Tabule, and released in 1985. Still a great classic today. Look it up on YouTube. Boya, it's actually not on her official page. I think if it is there, it's lost in all the different uploads. But it is trending on several other pages. It has 1 million views and upwards on different unofficial pages. But if you just search Boya, you will find it. And this was a time when hits were on vinyl, the vinyl LP. So, YouTube is a very late entrant, as late as 2007. So for us Rumba lovers, it really doesn't matter what numbers it has on YouTube. The thing is, it was a classic. It still is. We love it. And we enjoy the music of Mbilia. Thank you so much. See you in my next video.